Hey everyone, this is JJ Moore. I'm Jade Wilson's uncle, and I'm honored to be a part of your VIM project, very important musician. That's pretty neat. I wish I would have had something like that when I was in school. But I'm here to tell you about how I got started in music and how I still use it to this day. Um, I basically grew up around it my whole life. My dad, um, he was he still sings, but he was a singer, country music, older country music and stuff like that. And I would say probably about 12 or 13 years old was when I started to take some interest in it. My dad would work night shift, and I would stay over at my aunt's house, and my cousin played guitar, and there was always a few guitars laying around over at my aunt's apartment. And I would kind of mess with it. He didn't mind letting me fiddle around with them. And after about, I would say, 6 months of doing that, I asked my dad. I was like, "Listen, I really want to try this guitar thing. I think I'm gonna like it." And lo and behold, Christmas of that year, I got my very first electric guitar and amplifier to go with it. And it wasn't a real big brand name at the time. I believe the guitar was called like a Gremlin. It was all black and everything. And my aunt literally was like this little bitty thing called a Gorilla. And it was called the Tube Cruncher, which was supposed to get anything from a clean sound to a dirty sound. Um, I basically took some lessons, early on. I probably started about right after Christmas, I would say the following year after I got the guitar and everything, probably January. I took about maybe less than 10 lessons that I can remember. And I was lucky enough that I caught on pretty quick and had fun with it. And it got to the point to where my dad told me that the guitar teacher really couldn't show me anything else. And the stuff I was wanting to learn, unfortunately, no one in the town could really teach me that. So I kind of had to force myself to learn what I wanted to learn, which is really neat when you learn that way. There's no rules to it. You can just kind of, well, hey, I like this band or I like that guitar player. How do they do that? Well, fortunately for you guys, you have the wonderful world of the internet. Me, I'm almost 35 now, so I've been playing almost 22 years. I had cassette tapes, and I'm sure a lot of your teachers remember what cassette tapes were. You had to put your tape in the player, and you would hit play and to get the music to play. And basically, I would just go through there and rewind and just try to get everything going and try to figure out the best I could. And then, you know, kids that lived in my neighborhood that I went to school with, we all had our first bands together. And that's really important. It's really fun when you have a group of friends that you go to school with or just that live in a neighborhood. You all learn from each other, you create together. It's just a great way to have a good time, good clean fun. And through the years, I've just constantly challenged myself and tried to do different things at just to get better. And that's all you can do when you play an instrument like guitar, drums, bass. I mean, even singing, you can only get better. The only way you're going to get worse is just completely stop it and try to pick it up years later again. And it's a little frustrating in the beginning because you have to, you know, learn the chords and how to tune it and stuff. But once you get past that, it's just wide open after that. You could just have so much fun and a great time writing your own music, learning, other people's music, whether it be from R&B to blues to rock to country, heavy metal, whatever you want it to be. And but through the years, I mean, from the time I was 13 till I was about, I would say 27, I would write my own music with, friends, and we created a lot of cool music through the years. And I was in a band called Cinder, and we were lucky enough to be on a MTV show, and we got second place out of 10 bands on there, which is pretty neat. We did a U.S. tour, got to see the whole United States and everything, and played for big crowds and everything. It was like hitting the big time. It taught me a lot, a whole lot, of what to do and what not to do and things like that as far as looking at it in a career aspect. But I still play music for the simple reason I love it. I mean, whether you want to play drums, bass, guitar, acoustic, sing, piano, keyboard, I still haven't got that one yet, but I can do the drums and the bass, but the keyboard part, that'll come later. And, it's just me stopping me. So that's the key to it, is to be inspired by music or a musician, a band, or anything. Only you are stopping yourself from doing it. And luckily for you, these days, you can go to a pawn shop or any guitar store like Guitar Center, Sam Ash, or your local mom and pop shop. There's a lot of good guitars and drums and basses made now that aren't that expensive to get started. I mean, you get starter kits now where the guitar comes with a cable, the amp, a strap, a music book, or DVD to get you started for like $200 or less, and that's great. So I'm very honored that Jade wanted me to meet you guys. Unfortunately, I can't be there. I wish I could, but I'm going to. This is a two-part video. I'm out of town for work right now, and I couldn't bring my guitar with me because I don't have enough room in my work truck to do it. But once I get home, I'll record some music for you and just play a little bit, and I hope you like it. You guys have a good day.